Here is the Intello Plus, which is to keep the building airtight. Then we go along and put our 100mm blanket on with our 80mm spacer, and then the carpenter comes through, puts his 12mm ply on top, and then wraps it with the Mento with all the tape joins to stop any moisture and condensation that the sheets create. It all goes through down into the box gutter and yeah, evaporates. Usually it will only be, so on a regular roof, the requested spaces in the blanket is the 100mm blanket and the spacer. You won't have this, you won't have the ply, and you won't have the Mento either. So it'll just be that, and that's pretty much it. And then maybe a sarking paper, which is a lighter grade sort of sarking paper on top of the spacer if they request it. But using the spacer and the blanket, it's designed so you're getting the most out of the thickness of the blanket. So whenever you put the spacer on, the blanket rises up either side of it and it gives you that thickness. So otherwise, if you don't have the spacer, you're just squishing down onto the blanket and it doesn't give you that insulating factor. So yeah, it's a good product. So this is how you can see, this is we've put our spacer down with our blanket, and the carpenter's come along and done a really good job putting down the platform to take on his Mento wrap. Because the ply is pretty much just installed literally just to support the Mento itself, to give it a nice substrate. So also what we've done throughout the job, wherever there's an internal box gutter, we've lined it with 10mm polystyrene that gives it, so it stops any sound from any rain. So it just gives it that insulated, no sound from the rain falling into the box gutter. And that's throughout the job. Another thing with this, so once the carpenter's done his ply, we've actually got to the ply's waterproof in a sense, but as you can see, all the joins in the ply will let water in. So the carpenter needs to get on his Mento wrap as quick as possible, or else our insulation will get wet underneath. So it's a really big sort of team effort to get this done right.